Adolfo Nyabotwe na breaking news be AC between Anas Aremeyaw Anas, investigative journalist, and Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. I believe say OTT news be Nyabotwe yen break it down this particular news. Mamo na a court in USA order Honorable Kennedy Agyapong say untia $18 million and yes see this so. $18 million. 18 million cedis crying sika ketwa na $18 million to Anas Aremeyaw Anas for defaming him.
Always note, and your note has been marked as free, and it says, Judge, in our initial finding, we awarded $18 million and a breakdown presuming $5 million, actual $5 million, and punitive $8 million. With your verdict and your note, your jury service in this case is complete. I truly have enjoyed working with you. You've been an attentive jury. Thank you so much for your service. You are discharged.
Judge, the defendant would like to thank the jury for their service.
No. Get out of my can. Thank you so much. Everyone appreciates your service. Okay, so the court's decision, if we start at the end, the court is denying a request for mistrial, and everyone can file motions at the appropriate time, and the court will address everything after the motions are filed appropriately and then responded appropriately. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Okay. Good luck to everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming off the record.
Once again, Nyabotwe ne follow this particular story. A very, very big story are taking over the world. So, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong making certain statements against investigative journalist Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Now, issue na court Ghana, to which a few weeks or months ago, say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong winning over Anas. Certain things in the see including say or say Anas in the name, to which Anas declined into ruling in favor of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now the same issue US court against Honorable Kennedy Agyapong filed by Anas Aremeyaw Anas and then the lawyers, and no so and I just a ruling Aba ewo. No baby say what actually happened. Moma yenko from the horse's own mouth, Anas Aremeyaw Anas, in terms of dear Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ekaye edefan ho in 2021.
Mr. Agyapong, in a desperate bid to silence me, labeled me a land grabber, an extortionist, a murderer, a tax evader, and a blackmailer who ought to be hanged. These were not just lies. They were calculated attempts to destroy my credibility and put my life in danger. While Ghana's legal system failed to deliver justice in 2018, the US court upheld truth. This case was not easy. Proving defamation in the United States requires establishing actual malice by a clear and convincing evidence standard, one of the highest legal thresholds in the world. That the jury ruled 8-0 in my favor on every count is a testament to the fact that Mr. Agyapong acted with reckless disregard.
I believe say one kasa wo aswan could see the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ekanye the far Anas Aremeyaw Anas, into which they have landed in court as a ruling aba in favor of Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Adolfo ye name say US court system once mama this ruling there, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong would have a deadline to pay this particular amount of money. And no, and our story way at a very, 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 very big topic online. In Crawford say $18 million there. And yes, and also we believe say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is capable. Definitely say ruling way aba obetimi etua. If there is any sort of counter and say appeal be obekwa, that is also, I believe, say possible. In case you are wondering why Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and Anas Aremeyaw trendy a US court are ruling in favor of Anas, say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong into $18 million for defaming him by calling him an extortionist, a land grabber, a murderer, among others. Ansa nebeko adofo moma yenkutie from Anas Aremeyaw Anas's own lawyers. I say omo ene Kennedy Agyapong a lawyer called Banta in a US court. The AC within the court. Vimba has TV so ena muwi.
Yes, so court staff that work court no. We are dedicating it to your case. It's no small matter.
I know. I've been there. It's not easy.
Before they will go to trial, no, there's mandatory settlement conference. I better say this maybe by this time no will be say ya grow no or commit to the right senses and decide say this shouldn't go on because yes. And I acquire unfortunately me Anas disagreed with me, but I prepared a settlement memorandum that sought to settle this case for $18 million. Just like the jury came back. As you know, in these days, we have all kind of tools that we can use to predict certain things.
Before you go ahead, this is where the contention is, and people saying 80 million, others saying a year 30 million. Now, when you read...
Well, we'll come to that. Let me clarify. Let me just clarify.
Yeah.
Okay. Complaint the coin. Yeah, claim for $30 million. $30 million.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And what I'm saying is that before the mandatory settlement conference, before the jury is empaneled, even though my client had firmly informed me he had no intention of settling this case because he believes that he ought to go to a jury of his peers to clear his name. But maybe let's just prepare our settlement memorandum, be thorough and be reasonable.
Yeah.
And even though he protested, I prepared a settlement memorandum that sought to settle this case for $18 million. Okay. Now you do settlement conference, you papa about court. Now the lawyers just say what he was willing to settle this matter for, and they said $10,000. So honestly,
it's clarification is very, very important. Normally Ghana.
Okay.
Into Mukodru Hono, Anas initially, ne kind simple street language, and the damages are not paid around $30 million. And the client and Anas Kasa say a woman saw for $30 million, and yes, he can't all pay. In fact, he wants his name to be cleared, and then the priority of going to court.
Yes.
But because of the experience, now unim sibi anyo matiano, uno client here Anas Kasa and say it will be better and to be reasonable to at least settle on $80 million. And I'll say, Okra no client Anas no. You did not really agree, but because he respects you as his counsel and as a lawyer, you people ended up around that money, around that figure, which is $80 million.
Oh yes, and like I said, your lawyer at Awemega, New York.
Oh, yeah.
And also come home. Andrew D here.
Yeah, you are like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wemega is there.
Yes.
D here is there. Crow is there. Yourself. Basically, as we are speaking to you, we are speaking to all of them because.
Yes. So,
yeah.
The whole team agreed on that, but he was the only reluctant one in settling the matter. But procedurally, we couldn't go to trial without actually going through to the settlement conference.
Yes.
In spite of his reservations, we still almost cut our demand down to about a little over half.
Okay.
But to our surprise, you have a panel buy and also on over $10,000 to end the case.
No.
I want to arbitrate and who said no, some way he's sitting here. I'm sure so I can kind people. So he said basically go and take your gamble in the courtroom. So that's how we ended up going to trial. So, like, to go back to how it ended, so at about 4:50 on Thursday, and the jury brought us in and they told us unanimously what they had arrived at. But, we decided to keep it under wraps because, there was a component, you multiply 18 million by 5, money do 90 million. For a total of about...
That was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah. Because
to do that. Okay.
Yes. And then you decided to say back to your board with coming public with the finding of culpability on Thursday.
Yeah.
Pay a coin we ended up leaving that alone a pursuit of ×5 because almost file emotions be I just say or say to a boss na in terms of that and sana say one way or another I go back I could pursue that ×5 and I say depending on what happens say be I bit me German and cafe but at this time almost my court no say almost be into so.
Okay, so at this point Oma Makote who say ombeba 80 million or omo pentiso. How many days do they have to file that?
Okay. So at this point, the next thing that's going to happen is that there's going to be a paper, a judgment. I just say court reading seal better so.
Yeah.
That will take a few days, and then after that, I believe there's a 5-day rule that's within which you can file that motion. So a bay motion, matese binuka appeal by nya appeal depending on how that motion goes.
Okay.
We will get a chance. We may get a chance to attempt to get our ×5 of that 18 million, or a big jam and so depending on how that motion goes.
So for now,
yes.
example 18, Obintiminka said that is the end of the case.
Vimbaz TV.